This is a floor job, but we have enough to get pizza for today. So it should be good. Hello everyone. Welcome to Tuesday. It has come to my attention recently that maybe not everyone owns a cheese hammer, which is ridiculous. Everyone should own a cheese hammer. You might be saying, Steven, I have a question. What is a cheese hammer? A cheese hammer is a hammer that you use for cheese. Why would you need a cheese hammer? Well, if you buy a lot of cheese, because it's cheaper to buy a lot of cheese, but you don't use it all at once. If you buy shredded cheese and you don't use it all at once, you keep it in the freezer.
That comes in a 2-pack.
Yeah, we get it at Costco. It's a lot of cheese. The problem is, you gotta keep it in the freezer because you bought so much and we're only 2 people. It takes us months to get through all the cheese, but it's still a good deal. So it freezes together. So what you do is you pull it out and you take your cheese hammer and you beat it apart. Now, when you first do this, like if you get a new bag of cheese, it's gonna be a hard job. Now you can do it on the counter with a little protection, but you can't do much. For big jobs, you gotta put it on the floor and really beat it. And you're probably thinking, this is not real. No, this is real. This is something that I do when it's time to, make pizza. So now that I've done this, this is ready, for consumption. Now in our family, for our cheese hammer, we have an extra step because I'm the person that makes the pizzas and I'm the one that uses the cheese hammer.
I made the crust.
Sure.
And cut the toppings.
Okay, well, my point is, I'm the one who uses the cheese hammer. This cheese hammer has a latex handle, and Mallory is allergic to latex. So for the final step, I go put the cheese hammer back in the cheese hammer zone. Everyone has a cheese hammer zone. Our cheese hammer zone is up here. This is where I put the cheese hammer. You might be saying, why do you put the cheese hammer up there? Well, there's a reason for that. Up here with the cheese hammer is this, I forget what they call these. It's a rocket. It's for blowing air at like camera stuff or like in computers. This is also latex. So I keep it up here. So it's less of a cheese hammer zone and more of a latex zone. So because Mallory is allergic, I put it up there. Then I wash my hands real quick. And then if I do that, then I get all the latex stuff off my hands before I touch the cheese. So there's an extra step. I feel like most families, when interacting with their cheese hammers, probably don't have this specific problem. Or if you are a latex allergen family, you may want to consider getting a cheese hammer that doesn't have a latex handle. But this was convenient because we already had this one around, and when it was time to designate a hammer to become a cheese hammer, that was the one that made the most sense to us. But however you want to do it at home with your cheese hammer, that's a personal decision. That's one that you should be making. Maybe talk to other family members for that. So now that I've done that, I can get in here and look at that. So even though that's been frozen, and it is still frozen, it's all broken up, and now I'll just go on that pizza.
Mozzarella in particular, when it's shredded like that, freezes really well.
Yeah.
And it'll thaw all the way in the oven.
Yeah, so, this is fantastic. So there's still some bigger pieces down in there. And when we finally run out of the little stuff here and it's time to really whack it, then I'll get it out and I'll put it on the floor and I'll take care of it. So that's just a little life hack, life tip for you. If you don't own a cheese hammer, maybe you don't need one. But if you're storing shredded cheese in the freezer for long periods of time and you have a hard time getting it apart, I think a cheese hammer is right for everyone. So something to consider. I'm going to end the vlog here because I don't think there's any possible way I can top everything I just said. Thank you so much for watching, and let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?